Hi there, Emily Stamets here. Today we're looking at a twin stitch or shadow stitch on the knit side. I'm working on my Johnson beanie, and in this case we are using twin stitches to short row around the beginning of round so that we don't have to purl any rows, which is really fun. So what I'm doing now is I'm approaching the end of my row, and you can see here that I actually have a twin stitch on this side. And I can tell because it is 2 stitches into 1 stitch. And anytime you approach a twin stitch, typically you are simply going to work both strands together, whether it's a knit or a purl, and we just pretend like they're 1 stitch. They're twins, we treat them like the same. You should not treat twins that way in real life, but in knitting we are. Now I need to make a twin stitch on this side. And the way that I need to do that is I'm trying to remember make a second stitch into the same stitch that this one was made into. So in order to do that, I need to locate the stitch that is 1 row below the current row. So I'm going to reach behind here and lift up that leg. Now you can, if it's easier, flip your knitting around. You can grab just the side leg of it. But for me, typically, I don't even need to look at it anymore. I just need to reach my right needle behind, sort of in between the 2 legs of that stitch, and lift up that loop. Now I'm going to hold this stitch, the current stitch, with my finger so they don't get twisted or confused. I'm going to place the loop that was on my right needle onto the left, and I'm going to knit into that stitch, lift it off. Then I'm going to take the stitch I just made and I'm going to place it back on the left needle. Now you can see that I have exactly what we had at the beginning, which is 2 stitches into the same stitch from the row below. Very simple. Now on this particular project, since I'm using this to do short rows around the entire round, I'm going to slip my marker, turn the work, make sure that my yarn is behind the work because my next row is a knit, and off I go. That's it.